Hey folks, I want to thank you for tuning in. I guess that's what you do. Um, I don't know what you call this. This is a devotional, and you're watching it. So, whatever you're doing, tuning in, checking in, whatever. Truth is, I would like to just take a moment and something I read in an Epic Times article. I do like the opinion pieces typically of the Epic Times. One of the articles is called 10 Seconds That May Change Your Day. It was written by a guy named uh, Jeff Minnick. And in it, he refers to the time in 1997 when Fred Rogers, uh, received the Lifetime Achievement Award. Um, you probably all know about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's one of those kind of shows that we all grew up with, unlike many of them that are today, which are kind of weird. And anyway, I, I like the older ones. But one thing that he said, he just asked the whole audience to take 10 seconds and to quiet their mind, close their eyes, and think about the people that have added to your life. Just 10 seconds of silence. And just think about all the people, as best you can, that have added something to your life. And then he said this. He said, whomever you've been thinking about, how pleased they must be to know that they made a difference in your life, that you feel they made a difference. It really is quite a thought. So often we just kind of brush through life. We don't take a lot of time to consider all the good that God has done. I think we as Christians have all the reasons in the world to be thankful, no matter what. We've gone through the verses in 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 19 and on. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. We all have this reason within us to be thankful. We have a God who has been merciful to us, and that mercy lasts forever. It says in Psalm 136, I think some 20 times. That mercy is the reason why you and I are not consumed in the judgment of God. In Lamentations 3 and verse 22 through 25, it's that mercy that saved us. In Ephesians 2 and verse 1 through 5, we just have so much to be thankful for. But even beyond that, just take a moment and think of the people that God has used in your life to lead you closer to Him. And by the way, even some of those bad things that have happened or things that people have done, but it drew you closer to Him. It showed you something that led you closer to Him. We have a lot to be thankful for. And in a world full of information that flies at us all the time, how often it is that we just simply don't quiet ourselves and just take a moment and just be thankful. Maybe at the close of the day, perhaps when you start your day, just take a moment and think about the blessings that God has blessed you with. Now, we honestly, all of us can think of all the problems that we have. But even those things that are problems, at some point probably in their life, were a blessing. And then something changed, perhaps in a person's life, or decisions they made, or something they've done that's maybe hurtful, or the tide changed in terms of the economy or your job. But think of the blessings that you have, the times when God came through. What we're doing when we do that is recognizing the goodness of God. And when we consider His goodness, when we ponder His goodness, when we reflect on His goodness, then God uses that as a means of, how can I say it? It pleases him. Our faith pleases him. He's pleased that we as his children look to him beyond all the things of this world, recognizing that everything about this world is temporal, but who he is and what he's done, and even the kind details of our life were gifts given to us that he entrusted to us, that he gave us the right and the privilege to be thankful for. I hope today, maybe in some way, you can just be thankful. Just take 10 seconds, just quiet your mind down. Let God speak to you about the people that he's placed in your life, that he used in your life to draw you to him. Perhaps even some of those people that we thought were nothing but a problem were problems that God used to draw us closer to him. It might change the way we look at the world around us. It might change our attitude towards this day. I love what in this article he quotes Cicero, a Roman philosopher, and Cicero says this, I think it's very true, that the greatest virtue is gratitude. In fact, he says that's the father of all virtues, that everything good comes from it. How can we, if we're not thankful, how can we begin to even have even an inkling of a desire to want to know the God who has given us all things? Till next time, friends, God bless you.